What, now that the season is over, you played all 82 games. Can you sort of wrap your mind around the last few months that you've had?
Yeah, pretty exciting year in general. 82 games, it's a lot, and that's just regular season. So obviously I was here for 4 weeks before camp, and then rookie camp, and then training camp, and it was a lot. But I enjoyed every step of it, and I was pretty happy when it was come down to the wire to be playing in them all and have the opportunity to play all 82. And that's an accomplishment I'm proud of, to be in all the games and stay healthy, and it was great to see that.
I know one of the areas of pride for you is your two-way game and the way you're able to contribute at both ends of the ice. The position you were put in this year as a rookie was to do that, and you accomplished all those things in a big learning curve. What does it mean to you that the coaching staff continually believed in you as a rookie to put you in all those situations?
Yeah, obviously as a young guy coming in and playing good from the start, and for them to keep on giving me the opportunity and having that trust, it's a lot of respect for them. And they helped me out a lot, talking with me, and clips, and just it was great to see the trust that they had in me, to be putting me out there as a young guy and playing in those situations, and power play, PK, and 200-foot, all situations. So it was great for my learning and for growing my game. And I think that's a big respect, and that I think within our team that we have.
What's the difference between Dawson Mercer game 1, Dawson Mercer your 82nd game?
Yeah, I think obviously at the start, that was the very start of it, and learning a lot. And now after being through the full 82, you've gained so much more knowledge, and just you really understand how the process is of playing in the NHL, and this is where I want to be for a long time. And so I'll take all that. I got more knowledge coming in the next year, and then how to plan it out for the full year.
Were you at all surprised, maybe that's not the right word, but to be able to contribute offensively, the numbers that you were able to put up so fast in your career when it is the toughest league in the world?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, I wanted, score goals, make plays, and contribute and help my team win. And it was great to see those. But even still shooting for more. I wanna make sure those numbers keep going up and playing good. It's a big part of my game, and I'll be excited to pretty much top it off next year and go even more. So that's the plan.
Obviously, playing in the queue before this, you don't play as many games. How was your body and did you feel a bit of a lull at some point where you sort of had to recalibrate, knowing that it is 82 games? It'd be the first time you're really playing that many games in a consistent schedule?
Yeah, you knew right from the start how many games it was, and you always heard it'd be a long year, and you're feeling good, but then there is just times when it feels long, and you start to wear down, and so it's a big thing to regenerate from that and start fueling your body and feeling good again and getting out there. So I think that's pretty normal, and especially a young guy coming in. So next year I want to eliminate as much as I can of that, and pretty much play as good as I can in all 82 again. And furthermore, we want to be playing at this time next year, so we'll leave that for that time decision.
For you, what does a summer look like, and maybe how does your summer planning change, knowing that you've played a full season, you want to play another full season, you want to stick around in the NHL? Does that change your workout plan? Does that change how you manage your on-ice time during the summer? Is it going to be any different for you?
I think so far it's been working.
Fair.
Every year I felt, if I look back from in my junior career, and I felt every year I came back stronger. I felt I came back faster, better, and more experienced. And I think this year is really going to help me in that aspect too. I want to come back stronger. There's aspects of my game that I think that'll really help in, and it'll make me more of a dominant player, give me more, even more responsibilities, and give me those opportunities in the O-zone because of my strength to get stronger, and that'll for sure be my main focus. And I think that'll really help me out in my game, especially being a young forward. I think that's a big area where I can grow, and as quick as I can do that, the better for me.
Are you looking forward to maybe getting home for a little bit and relaxing, seeing your family, and are you going to go back to Newfoundland?
Yeah, I'll go back for sure. That's home for me, and I love it. I love it there. that's my plan, and I'll be heading over for the Worlds there and before, and then I'll be heading home, and I'll enjoy it. It's I don't know. I'd say like that's where I've always done it, and like I said, it's been working, and it gives me that good feeling when I come back here and I'm ready to go. It's like almost that fresh start, and I feel 100% then.
Off of a year like this, to have Hockey Canada call you and ask you to be part of the Worlds, I mean, obviously you've represented your country at the junior level many times, but to be at this next level, what does it mean to you that Hockey Canada would call Dawson Mercer at this young age of his career and say, we want you on our team at Worlds?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Like, I love all the Hockey Canada events I've been part of in the past, and now this is another one to add to that list, and go over there. It's a great experience for me. Some more games, and it'll prepare me more for those, for the future of my career. And it's a great opportunity. I love those, and playing a World Championship is a great honor, and I represent my country again. So when they called me, I didn't hesitate. I wanted to say yes and go over there, and it'll be pretty important to me to put that sweater on again.
Go get that gold.
Dawson, this is a young team that we saw gel from the start to the finish of the year. Obviously, the results weren't always there, but we saw the potential of this team. What's the mentality that you and your teammates have heading into the summer and heading into next year?
Yeah, obviously, I think that you can look at our season. Obviously, we want to be in a different situation next year at the end of the year, and I think with us, we understand the young group, but we're all talented players. We all have a lot of confidence in ourselves, and we believe that we can be a good team. And I think that starts right from we started off strong this year, but we want to make sure that we continue that on. And you keep in touch with the guys in the summer, but when we come back, we want to make sure that we keep those winning percentages up, and pretty much just make sure that we do whatever we can to have a different outcome right now.
Are the playoffs a must in your mind for next season?
Well, I think for sure, obviously, you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of the year. That's every team's mentality, to make sure that you're in the push. And I'd love to be playing in the playoffs. I think that's every player's dream, is obviously win the Stanley Cup, and to get to the playoffs. That's through the regular season, make it to the playoffs. That's the first step, and then making your way all the way up the ranks is the next. So that's for sure, obviously, the goal for us and myself as a player that helped this team.
Part of the development of the team is not just you guys gelling, but coaching staff helping you guys out. What was the message from the coaching staff to you and to your teammates on how to approach this upcoming off season?
Yeah, I love the coaching staff. Obviously, they helped out a lot throughout the year as a young player, and working with me on and off the ice, and it's been great. So obviously, they understand the situation, and everyone got the same mindset within the group. We want to be playing those meaningful games, and they want us to come back stronger. We've had those meetings and come back stronger. Use that experience that I've built from this year, and as a group, we want to grow. We want to make sure that we can be a team out there that will lead us to the future of what we want in this organization, and that's the win a cup. So, thank you.
Next question, go to Robert Aiken, NorthJersey.com.
Dawson, you played alongside Yegor Sharangovich this year as he was trying to work for his second NHL season. That's something that you're going to be approaching in the next coming months when you come back for your second season. Did you take anything out of maybe seeing him going through his second year and trying to avoid maybe going through a slump in your sophomore year?
Yeah, obviously I want to have as better of a year next year for me, and obviously Cher, he ended up finishing really strong. He put the puck in the back of the net quite a few times, but there was times during the year when things isn't perfect for every player. That goes for all of us, and I think he found a way at the end of it, and throughout the year, and he ended up having a really good second year, and I want to make sure that I can do the same. I want to come back stronger, faster, and be a more dominant player as more than what I was this year. So I think you can watch all those players because we have a young team, so there's quite a few of them, and I want to make sure that my outcome is good next year after my next year.
You're only 20 years old. You're a few months younger than Jack Hughes, and yet playing 82 games is obviously a significant accomplishment for you in a rookie season. Do you think that playing all 82 and being the only player on the team this year, that kind of adds to maybe a leadership role for you even when you come back as a young player, as a 20-year-old?
Well, obviously, I think like within our group, we're all young. I think the leaders are great. I love Nico helps out, and I think we have a lot of our leaders are pretty young, and but we do have some old guys there. And I think just for me, learning from them and gaining as much knowledge as I can to help my career. Obviously, I look at my game and my personality and how I am as a player on and off the ice, and I've been a leader in the past, but I think just right now, obviously, I'm learning from them as much as I can, and obviously in the future, sometime I like to have roles like that, and I think even at a young age I can do that. There's times when you can step up and speak and be helping on the bench and stuff, but I've been taking as much as I can from our leadership group to help me for hopefully in the future when that time comes that I can just help out and take on another role that I like to have.
Thanks, Dawson. Good luck at Worlds.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Next question will go to Dan Rice, Fox and Pitchfork.
Hey, Dawson, congrats on a great season. At what point during the season did you realize that you were going to be here for the duration? Was it early on? Was it mid-season?
Well, obviously, I started out at the start, and I knew making opening night roster was a great accomplishment, and I wanted to make sure that every night that I was becoming a consistent player and always in the lineup. So when after those games and I got my housing letter and I kept on working, and I felt confident where I was in the lineup within our group. There was we had some injury problems, and I wanted to make sure that I was the next man stepping up to take on that position and role and to help our team go out there and win. And I think just after all that and feeling good about my game and playing that, I always wanted to make sure that I had that role. But I think you can never get too comfortable. I think that's important. Like I said, it was great that I got to play in all 82, but nothing is never guaranteed. And I think just having that mindset is always good coming into the dressing room and going out there. You want to make sure you play your best hockey, so you don't give anyone the option not to play you or put you out.
Fair enough. And a true pro, you kind of lead me into my next question. Because of those injuries, you did play center and wing. Which are you more comfortable with, and have they told you kind of what they want you to focus on going forward?
To be honest, I like playing both. I've pretty much done a 50-50 my full career, and I think that's a great tool that I have just to be able to have that versatility to play center and wing. But there's details that I obviously want to work on anyways, no matter where they want us to play. There's things always change throughout the year. We've seen it this year. I played in center win probably 50-50 like we're talking, and I think just obviously there's aspects of my game I want to make sure that I'm better on faceoffs. If that opportunity is that I'm going to be a centerman, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for that. And if I'm a winger, centerman gets taken out sometimes, and I want to make sure that I win that too. So I'm pretty comfortable on both aspects, and really wherever they feels that is best for our team to win those games, that I'll play that position.
And lastly, was there any one player or two that really helped you out as kind of an older mentor kind of player? I know a lot of the guys are young in the group, but there are, as you mentioned, there are some older guys too.
Yeah, well, I think there's just obviously so many, that great connection. Like I felt very comfortable with all the guys. I think I mentioned before, Doug was really good at the start of the year, and then moving on throughout the year, I sat next to Nico in the dressing room, and Nico helped me out a lot. I think I model his game is like one that I liked. He got that 200-foot game, and I have a lot of respect for how he plays, and to learn from him and for him to be comfortable and talking and help me out has been great. He's a good friend of mine, and then alongside, you said me and Jack were so young, and on that aspect, we're the same age, but he has those couple years already played, and I think that that friendship had grown, and like we've just had a great time together, and we're not afraid, to talk to each other about that aspect of our games and how we can really help this team for the future. So I think there's a lot of guys that have that role within our group, which is great. So I felt it all.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Our last question. Let's go to Neil McHale, Inside Hot.
Hi, Dawson. Wondering about what your relationship was like this year as the youngest player with the longest tenured current Devil in Damon Severson, and what he did for your career as one of the, I don't know if he'd like to be called old, but one of the older guys on the team.
I missed a bit. What did he say?
Just your relationship with Sevi, who's
Yeah.
one of is like the oldest member of the team in terms of how many years he's
Yeah. Yeah, no. Sevy's great. Obviously, he's been here for a while in Jersey, and he likes playing here. He had great things to say from all of it, and he has that, that mindset. He said it before that we don't want to be in this situation right now coming next year, but he has a lot of experience. He helped us out. I think he had his highest year this year, right? Career high, and I think he's obviously a great talented player. I love when he was out there on the ice, going out to the O-zone and seeing him on the back end. You want to make plays, and you're confident when he has the puck, and I think just trying to be open for him. He was great to play with, smooth skater, makes great plays, and like I said, he did a lot for us on the back end. He was really dominant, and he had a great season, so I'm excited for him, and obviously he's a great leader within our group and a good guy too.
And how nice is it that you'll get to spend some more time with him at the Worlds?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, finding that out and be able to play and have a teammate over there from this year has been good. And he'll be an older guy, and I think obviously whenever you get that opportunity, it's a pretty good privilege, and I'm honored to play there. And he feels the same way. So we want to go over there, have that winning feeling, and try to win that gold. And I think that's a great mindset for us, and we're both really excited with it, and I think it's pretty nice just to have a teammate going over there with me.